and welcome to today's video break. Psalm 40, verse 2. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. So because David's place was before God, and because this patience thing kicked in with David, and because of what God is doing in his life, he understood that God was the one that rescued him from where he was at, the place that he was. And what a great place to be at the mercy of God that says, okay, I need rescued. God hears your prayers. It may not always come in the way that you want or the fashion that you want, but he's always in the business of rescuing his people. I love the prodigal son. This one always reminds me of the prodigal son, because he was in a place that he knew that he shouldn't be. And all of a sudden that his mind was mindful of that and understood that his home place, the place he calls home, was so much better than the place that he was at. And that place, that home place, was his place with God, the place with his Father. And so, he got up and he ran home. And sometimes, right there in the midst of, maybe you're in a muddy, slimy place. Now, what do I mean by that? It's a place where life seems shattered. Life doesn't make sense. And you want someone's help. You want someone to walk alongside and pull you up. Can I just say, the first hand that's always there is the hand of God. And he's desiring, no matter where you are, to reach into your life and rescue you. And so can you today just admit with God, I need it. And if there's anything going on inside of your heart that, that's hearing that, how much you need God, that's the voice you run to. That's the place you go to. Resist the one that's saying, I can do it. I don't need God's help. That's the voice that needs to become less, so that God's voice of rescue can become the loudest. Maybe you say, I don't need to be rescued. And maybe you're in a really bad place, but yet you're saying, I don't need anyone's help. And you're resisting, and you're resisting, and you're resisting. The longer you resist, the louder that voice becomes. But I guarantee you that if you're watching this video, you're hearing that voice that's saying, I can help. You're hearing that. God wants to help. And you're saying, but I don't know how. The greatest place to start is by admitting, God, I need help. And pouring your heart into that place, and let God see what God does with you. He's rescued me from some slimy pits, and I know he can rescue you. So if there's anything going on in there that's wanting to run to God's help, just start by running there to that sweet voice. Have a blessed day.